He was with you in Detroit. What was that like playing with him?
Loved it. Funny as shit. We in the mall in Orlando. So we always went out as a team, as a group, you know what I'm saying? Just so happened to see the young fella Smush Parker. So we go into the store, DC like, hey, Smush, I need this speaker. I need this to be in the locker room, you know what I'm saying, so we can enjoy some jams, some tunes, or whatever the case may be, right? Smush thought he was joking.
DC don't seem like much of a jokester.
Exactly my point. So DC told the motherfucker, show your ass up in that locker room without this motherfucking speaker. So Smush still thought he was playing. My guy Smush showed up without
Speakerless.
the speaker. DC gave him hell for like about the next like month or so.
Oh my goodness.
Gave him hell
What'd he do
everywhere.
What'd he do
I'm
to him?
just talking about just talking shit about him in practice too. I'm not passing to this motherfucker and all that type of shit.
That's how he went
like,
through it.
Oh man, just made him feel so bad, so shitty until eventually my guy Smush ended up getting the speakers. Like, man, I'm sorry, DC, this and that, you know. I was like, man, that's my guy. I was like, damn, I see you, old head. Like, okay. And then the other biggest thing that I know that my old head DC fucked with, so the time he was playing in Philly, y'all remember the whole time he played with AI and shit, right? My old head had a 6-pack of Cristal case specially made. He had a 6-pack of Cristal carried with him in every club he went to in Philly. Security, owners ain't say shit to him. I want a section, and I don't need no motherfucking bottles. I got my bottles right here. You know, it may have been bottles for other people he might have been with or whatever. I got my shit right here. And dog, this one, hey, ain't nobody say shit.
It's baller.
I was like, old head that nigga right there.
That's baller.
I was like, he him. H-I-M. He him. I was like, man, but no, DC was my guy though. Good dude though. Overall, real talk, good dude. He runs like a summer league / winter league back in Detroit.
I'll say he does a lot of, I'll say, what's his legacy? I'll ask you.
Detroit.
Still back in Detroit to this day.
So my name for DC is he's the real mayor of Detroit. Like, you know, I look it up right now on my phone, you'll see him under the mayor. Because like he makes a lot of shit happen, you know what I'm saying? No matter, like, let's just say with us being younger than him, we went to him like, oh man, DC, we want to do a camp back in Detroit. Guess what? He gonna help us make sure that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Him and I tip my hat to my nigga Jay Rose, cause he the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all up under DC umbrella, but he's a monster though. As far as his basketball game go, to me, like I said before, he set the precedence because he was one of those power forwards who could do it all. Put it on the floor, I can shoot the three, I got post up moves, I got defense, and I'm a fucking dog.
What's your best on-court story? Either playing with or against him on-court. DC story.
The nigga actually fucking dunked on me.
Oh no.
I fell for the okie doke. So, crazy thing, he was with Charlotte. I probably was with Portland at the time, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, he had me with a post-up move and came across the middle. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. Not having court awareness of where I was. Him knowing I was right up under the rim, me not knowing, he going across the lane and he cut back like this. I'm thinking he gonna pass it, and that motherfucker went up and dunked that shit right on my head with the right. I said, ugh.
Did he let you hear about it?
Oh no, we talked about that shit, you know what I'm saying, as years went on. Of course, you know, like I said, he's the mayor of Detroit. So, you know, just hanging out with him, that's my guy. And, you know, we talk about that shit, had laughs with it. But again, it goes back to what we saying. You can't get embarrassed by shit. You're going to get dunked on. You're going to get crossed over, blase. So, hey, live with it.
Right. Remember to use promo code SHEED when you play Don't forget to subscribe to Sheed and Tyler on Apple, Spotify,
button.
YouTube, wherever you get your podcast. Follow us on Sheed and Tyler Show on Twitter and Sheed and Tyler Show on Instagram.